If you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear, the camera's here.
Hey YouTube, welcome back to Jerry's NBA Talk TV. I'm NBA Jerry, and thank you for watching. I just wanted to talk to you guys for a minute about the Sunday games between the Miami Heat and Oklahoma City Thunder and the Boston Celtics and the LA Lakers. Let's start off with the Miami Heat and Oklahoma City Thunder. Very entertaining game. I had a lot of fun watching it. Obviously, anytime Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Russell Westbrook on the court at the same time, it's a big game. I like what I saw from both teams. I actually thought Oklahoma City was going to pull that out because if you guys don't know, Miami Heat down the stretch in close games haven't been good this season. And I actually thought Oklahoma City was going to pull it out, but unfortunate for them, Mike Miller got that offensive rebound, kicked it out to LeBron, and then he proceeded to give it out to Eddie House for the three-pointer. Overall, real good game. I liked it. But I'm still seeing some problems from Miami Heat. Miami is a great team. Don't get me wrong. It was Chris Bosh's first game back after missing a few. LeBron, obviously, is the best player on the team, and Dwayne Wade still has some nagging injuries. But there's still some things I'm not liking. Down the stretch, to me, they're doing too much one-on-one basketball. And I've said this before, guys, you know, about the point guard, the center, and the bench. Now, I've had a lot of people argue with me about the bench. Now, the bench is not totally depleted or weak. I'm not saying that by no stretch of the imagination. What I mean by the bench being weak is when they play against the Boston Celtics, the Orlando Magic, and the Chicago Bulls, and if they're fortunate enough to make it to the finals against maybe the Spurs, the Lakers, the Dallas, whoever's going to make it, I just don't see that bench in the 7-game series beating those teams. Now, through the regular season, in the first round or two of the playoffs, they may do some things. But against the top-notch teams, I don't see it happening, folks. And if you don't have a center, because Joel Anthony, he's very serviceable. Don't get me wrong. Okay, I like him. But when you got 3 top guys in your team that's making over $14 million a piece, it's hard to fill a roster out. And I got to give Pat Riley credit. He's doing very well this year as far as you know, filling the holes and stuff like that. Folks, they're not going to win the championship this year. You know, they don't have enough on the bench against the big teams. I don't like their point guard situation, and I don't like their center. You know, Big Z, like I said before, can't jump over a credit card. You guys know that. And then Carlos Arroyo and Mario Chalmers, I don't think is going to be able to get the job done against guys like Rondo, Jameer Nelson, and Derrick Rose. I really don't. So, but, you know, we'll see. Like I said, they're going to win a lot of games, but I'm very interested to see what they do down the stretch. Let's talk about the Lakers-Boston Celtics game. You know, this is a rematch from the final, folks. I mean, Shaquille O'Neal was wearing a Celtics uniform in Los Angeles. I mean, I never in my wildest dreams thought I'd see that, but it happened. He wasn't much of a factor, obviously. He was in foul trouble most of the game. Obviously, Shaq's not the same player. We all know that. But he's still, fun, you know, a fun guy to watch. But Kobe Bryant, to me, he's one of the top 3 players in our league today. But right now, he's doing too much, folks. I mean, he is not trusting his teammates right now. You know, I'm pointing out the obvious here that he shot too many shots. He had 41 points, and he didn't have any assists, folks. I'm not mad at him because his teammates act like they didn't want the ball. Besides Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom played pretty well, but guys like Ron Artest, he shot terrible. Bynum and Pau Gasol didn't step up to the plate. And I'm going to explain to you guys how basketball in any sports work. Let me explain how this works, okay? There is no one that can predict a game or predict who's going to win or anything like that. It just doesn't work that way. There's too many factors. You got the human factor. What the human factor is human beings think and they have feelings and all these things. So if you put, so say for instance you put players in a computer and played them in a video game or something like that. Obviously, the best team would win would probably be the Miami Heat or the Lakers, you know. But there's so many different factors that go in. Kobe Bryant is a very dominating personality, folks. He is. And he's kind of a bully on his team, if you haven't noticed that. A lot of his players are kind of intimidated by Kobe Bryant. He's a very intimidating person. You know, he's in your face, he doesn't play games, and he's very, very competitive. And he does not like to lose, folks. So, with that being said, Pau Gasol personality is kind of meek compared to Kobe's. And I just think Kobe Bryant personality just overwhelms the team sometimes. And because of his competitive nature and how great of a player he is, I think that's to his detriment. I think that really hurts the team sometimes. And I've said this before, folks, and I'm going to say it again. If Kobe Bryant plays the way he played over the last few games where he's trying to be all about Kobe and win the game by himself, they're not going to win a championship, folks. And I'm going to tell you why. Kobe Bryant is one of the greatest basketball players that ever played the game. And I'm not taking that away from him. One of the best, probably top 3 or 4 best one-on-one players on the perimeter we've ever seen in this league. But the bottom line is he has 2 7-footers. He's got Lamar Odom, Ron Artest, and he's got a group of players that are very talented. And Kobe Bryant is primarily a jump shooter now. And he takes low percentage shots, folks. Kobe Bryant is turning into a volume shooter. As much as I love Kobe Bryant, he is one of the greatest players on this planet today and one of the greatest players ever play the game. But they are not going to beat the San Antonio Spurs with Kobe Bryant trying to beat them by himself. And he's not going to beat the Boston Celtics trying to beat them by himself. He may do that in the first and second round, but it's not going to work deep in the playoffs or in the finals. It's just not going to happen. So Paul Gasol and Lamar Odom, Bynum, Ron Artest, those guys have to step up now. You see, folks, it's very early in the season still. There's plenty of time left. It's only February, folks, and the game was in January. But I'm telling you right now, if the Lakers do not shore up these problems and don't fix this stuff, and Kobe Bryant continues to do what he's doing now, they're going to lose. They're not going to win, and we're going to see a new champion. So hopefully they can get it together, and we're going to see what happens from there. But I'm very interested to see what happens down the stretch in the second half and what happens in the playoffs. All right, guys. Like I said, I'm going to do a video about Blake Griffin and maybe Kevin Love. I'm definitely going to do one about Blake Griffin. I'll talk a little bit about him. I'm working on my top 50 players in the NBA list right now. And that's a tough list to work on. The great Bruce Blitz has done a lot of those videos where he breaks down players and stuff like that. So I'm going to take a page out of his book with that. And I'm going to do my own little top 50 list of today's players as of right now and who's the best players. And I'm not giving Lifetime Achievement Awards in here, folks. I'm talking about who's the best, most productive players in the NBA today right now. Okay? So stay tuned for that. If you guys have any questions, do me a favor and leave them in the comments below. If you got any videos you want me to do, leave them in the comments below. And let me know, guys. Okay? Thanks. Take care of yourselves. I'll talk to you soon. And don't forget, if you can believe it, you can do it. Thanks for watching. You guys know I appreciate it. And remember, folks, always, always treat people how you want to be treated. And everything will be okay. This is NBA Jerry, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.